If I Were in Charge of the World by Judith Forrest. Have you ever been totally amused on how little children can act and how they can switch from one thing to the next? Well, Judith Forrest lets us view life's perspectives through a child's eyes and groups of poems. If I Were in Charge of the World. Mother doesn't want a dog. Mother doesn't want a dog. Mother says they smell. Never sit when you say sit, or even when you yell. And when you come home late at night and there's ice and snow, you have to go back out because that dumb dog has to go. Mother doesn't want a dog. Mother says they shed, and always let the strangers bark at friends instead. And do disgraceful things on rugs, and track mud on the floor, and flop upon your bed at night and snore their doggy snore. Mother doesn't want a dog. She's making a mistake. Because, more than a dog, I think she will not like this snake. Learning. I'm learning to say thank you, and I'm learning to say please, and I'm learning to use Kleenex, not my sweater, when I sneeze. I'm learning not to slurp, and I'm learning, though sometimes it really hurts, not to burp. I'm learning to chew softer when I eat corn on the cob, and I'm learning that it's much, much easier to be a slob. Thoughts on getting out of a nice warm bed in a cold house to go to the bathroom at 3 o'clock in the morning. Maybe life was better when I used to be a wetter. I wouldn't be afraid. I wouldn't be afraid to fight a demon or a dragon if you dared me. I wouldn't be afraid to fight witches, warlocks, trolls, or giants. Just words scare me. Some things don't make any sense at all. My mom says I'm her sugar plum. My mom says I'm her lamb. My mom says I'm completely perfect, just the way I am. My mom says I'm a super special, wonderful, terrific little guy. My mom just had another baby. Why? Stanley the Fierce. Stanley the Fierce had a chipped front tooth and clumps of spiky hair. And his hands were curled into 2 flat fists, and his arms were bulky and bare. His smile is a tight, mean little smile, and his eyes give a shivering glare. And I hear that he goes 17 days without changing his underwear. But I don't think I'll ask him. The Lizzie Pedofsky poem. I can't get enough of Lizzie Pedofsky. I love her so much that it hurts. I want her so terrible, I'd give my gerbil plus 22 weeks of desserts. I know that it's Lovesky, because Lizzie Pedofsky is turning me into a saint. I smell like a rose. I've stopped picking my nose. And I practically never say it. I don't push and shove ski, because little Pedofsky likes boys who are gentle and kind. I'm not throwing rocks, and I'm changing my socks. And to tell you the truth, I don't mind. Put tracks in my shoes, feed me vinegar juice, and do other mean and awful stuff, Ski. But promise me this, I won't die without kissing my gorgeous Lizzie Pedofsky. Short love poem. It's hard to love the tallest girl when you're the shortest guy. For every time you look your true love in the eye, you see her belly button. Remember me. What will they say when I've gone away? He was handsome. He was fun. He shared his gum. He wasn't too dumb or too smart. He played a good game of volleyball? Or will they only say that he stepped in the dog do at Jimmy Altman's party?